Yo, what's going on, people? Welcome back to Football Therapy with me, Ozia, and I do hope you are all doing well, friends. I really do hope that. First off, a quick apology about this morning's Chelsea news video. Of course, in the mornings, every Chelsea news is the presenter format with the high editing style videos. It never processed to high definition. I don't know why. It's the same. I do always the same, hundreds of videos, same format, same file size, everything, and it usually processes instantaneously almost, and it's hours later, and it never processed to HD, which is annoying, because I think it was a good video. Hey, I even sang in the intro, and not only is the video quality low, the audio is as well, because it never processed. Anyway, disappointing, I apologise, I don't know why, YouTube sucks balls. Apparently. Who knows? Maybe even this video won't process to HD, but, let's hope it does. Anyway, guys, I hope you're all doing well. Really do hope that, of course, we are talking about Kurt Zouma, la Zoumance. Happy Zoomer. Sky Sports article here. We'll talk about Kounde in a minute as well, as there are updates on negotiations from Big Fab Romano, which I want to reflect on. But Kurt Zouma, reports suggesting actually that he would prefer a move across London as opposed to sunny Spain. Maybe he doesn't want to go over to Sevilla. Interestingly, I speculated that he might want to. Different culture, sunny country, relatively high profile club. But West Ham, and if you do prefer to stay in London, West Ham's not a bad shout because they're good now. West Ham are good again. They're not a, team that's invested heavily and fighting relegation anymore. They are a good, solid, robust, well-coached team by David Moyes, who's had a renaissance, a comeback in his career. The people are looking at him now and respecting him like the Everton days, that originally got him the job at Man United. Anyway, I digress slightly. I'm going to read you this article from I was about to say West Ham, from Sky Sports, and then I'll give you the update with from Fabrizio Romano. Kurt Zouma, West Ham in transfer talks with Chelsea over possibility of signing French centre-back Interessante. West Ham are in talks over the signing. Over the signing of defender Kurt Zouma. Hammers prepared to pay around £20 million. Which falls below Chelsea's valuation. Zouma is settled in London and thought to welcome the move over being part of a swap deal for Sevilla's Jules Kounde. Like I said at the top of the video. Pretty interesting. Let's have a little read then. West Ham are in talks with the possibility of signing Zouma. Yes, you said that already, Sky Sports. The 26-year-old arrived from Saint Etienne in 2014, but is entering the final 2 years of his contract at Stamford Bridge. A player plus cash deal for Sevilla centre-back Jules Kounde has also been mooted, but it is believed Zouma is settled in London and would prefer a move to West Ham, mate. The Hammers, come on you Irons. The Hammers are prepared to pay around £20 million. Of course, that's less than Chelsea's valuation. Zouma has featured 150 times for Chelsea. That's a lot, man. Scoring 10 goals. Wow. 4 of them this season. 40% of his goals are scored this season, and in a couple of months, seemingly. Winning 2 Premier League titles, 3 FA Cups, a League Cups, and the Champions League, of course. However, since Thomas Tuchel's appointment in January, Zouma has played just 13 times in all competitions. Wow. With the German head coach preferring Antonio Rudiger instead, and we can see why, I think, personally, in terms of suiting Tuchel's style. Rudiger himself has less than 12 months remaining on his contract, and that was frozen out by Lampard before his departure. Yeah, true. I think Rudiger will probably re-sign and extend quickly. Kurt Zouma is a really good, great guy, and he's an amazing defender in the profile of old school defenders. Heading and tackling and being strong, basically. That's what he's really good at. He can drive forward sometimes, but he excels in the basics of defending, which is great, by the way. There's nothing wrong with that. But you can kind of tell why Tuchel turned to other defenders. It's not to the detriment of Kurt Zouma. When Tuchel sort of like turned his back on other players, you think, oh, but it's the quality and, fluctuating of form. But with Zouma, I really don't think it's that at all. I think he is a quality centre-half. And under Frank Lampard, for a while in the first season, he was our best centre-back at times. Makes total sense. So that's important that we talk about that he is a really good defender. And I recently watched that, what is it? The Pride, Kurt Zouma, the series that Chelsea Football Club do. And, when he says Chelsea is my house, Chelsea is my home. You watch that and you start welling up like, don't go, Kurt, don't go. Which is sad. Let's quickly look at this fab tweet. Talks on, this is literally just like, at time of recording, not very long ago at all. Talks ongoing between Chelsea and Sevilla for Jules Kounde, but Sevilla want more than €30 million if Kurt Zouma will be confirmed as part of the deal. So I think they're not mad about. There's other tweets from other journalists saying they're sort of open to the idea of Zouma, but they're not mad about it, and they would prefer straight up P. And not a player switch, as is the usual situation with clubs. They want loads of money as opposed to a player swap. Kounde agreed personal terms of Chelsea 2 days ago. He's buzzing to join Chelsea Football Club. Kounde is buzzing, and it just says no chance for Marquinhos, which is I didn't know we were being linked to Marquinhos, but that's sad because he's an amazing defender, and I think everyone. I think all Chelsea fans would have loved Marquinhos at Chelsea, but, thanks for putting... It's like saying, I don't know, there's no chance you're going to hook up with this hot girl. I wasn't trying to, but now you've told me there's no chance. I'm hurt. I'm hurt a little bit. I don't know what that analogy is. I'm sorry, hopefully it makes sense. So anyway... Where we at? I think Jules Kounde is going to happen one way or another. Yes, I know Sevilla sold that player to Tottenham. That's sort of alleviated financial difficulty a little bit. But ultimately, I think they wanted money. They were only going to sell him for his buyout clause last summer. And the consensus throughout this summer from, people like Andy Brassel, who I've referenced before, European experts, have indicated that, yes, they are sort of quite keen on selling him this summer. Chelsea are quite keen on buying him this summer. Chelsea have a lot of money. Yes, what makes them have a lot of money, though, is how shrewd and intelligent they are in the market. I think in the last 10 years, Chelsea are third in Europe for generating money in player sales. And, usually the big clubs like Chelsea aren't like, selling clubs that make money and, because they win and buy ultimately. Chelsea have won, but Chelsea have also sold. They've been really intelligent with their business. I think that's largely down to our chief negotiator, Marina Granovskaya, who's nothing short of than excellent when it comes to these deals. So yeah, the fact is Chelsea have whatever money that would be required to buy Jules Kounde. The players agreed that, terms, really excited to join, but at the same time, Chelsea just don't like getting mugged off, regardless of the position you're in. This is how rich people get rich. Like really rich people, in your life, and they tip very little, or, they check their change. Do you know what I mean? Because it's just that's their mentality. Often, not always, but often. Again, a weird sort of tangent that I've gone off on there. But yeah, by all accounts, Kounde wants to join Chelsea. Either find a way to, send Zouma over there, or alternatively, Chelsea sell Zouma to West Ham, nurturing a relationship for perhaps the future, or who knows, even present purchase of one midfielder, Declan Rice, which could happen. Very, very interesting if you ask me. Of course, West Ham making moves. They've just signed the French goalkeeper, Alphonse Areola, I believe, on loan for PSG, who's performed well recently. So, that's a good signing. Kurt Zouma will be a great signing as well, that French link up at the back. Kurt gets to stay in London playing for a decent competitive team that, finished mere points of Chelsea last season domestically. So it works out. It works out for most of us. And then who knows, even if Chelsea don't look to buy Declan Rice, immediately they have the option after a nurtured relationship. I think that is important, having like open talks and relationships with clubs, and wanting to help each other out. And Chelsea and West Ham aren't the kind of like clubs that ultimately, they're still rivals. They're quite heavy rivals, Chelsea and West Ham. Maybe not like Chelsea and Tottenham, maybe not like Tottenham and West Ham. But Chelsea and West Ham, still, they're not like best buds historically and culturally, in terms of culture. Anyway, let me know what you think. What do you think about Zouma to West Ham? Do you think that could open the door for Declan Rice? How do you feel about the player? What do you think about the Jules Kounde deal? All that lark. Comment down below. Drop a like. Subscribe. Hey, if you want to, friend. And yeah, I'll see you soon. Cool.